Welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Diana. Today we are talking about the power of a kind word. Proverbs 12:25 says, "Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up." Craig Rochelle said this, and I quote, "Never rob someone of the treasure of an unspoken blessing," end quote. The treasure of an unspoken blessing, he said. Let's listen again to today's verse in Proverbs 12:25. It says, "Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up." The words we speak have impact, and the words can impact how we think, how we feel, how we view this moment and future ones. Proverbs 12:25 is talking about our hearts, what weighs it down and what cheers us up. The anxiety, the worry, the bully thoughts about what we think are threats or what's going on and swirling in our mind and our heart, it weighs us down. Yet a kind word, even in that moment, can lift it, can cheer us up. Think about this, a good, pleasing, prosperous word, a kind, usable word gives courage, lightness, and joy. So what if today you look for opportunities to speak kind words? And don't worry, you don't need to be insecure, not at all. Kind words are sincere. Kind words don't have to be sugary, sweet, and false, not at all. Kind words are true and good. They are helpful and friendly. So how can you speak a good, kind word today? Maybe try to send a text to a family member, a coworker, a distant friend, and just share something you appreciate about them. Put words to it. Or maybe simply tell them something. Just say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you today." What if you prayerfully ask God to bring something kind to mind to say to a stranger in your day? Give it a try. See what God says and see how it goes. Remember, we don't always get to know the impact of our kind words. We don't get to know how God chooses to use them. Yet, every so often, we hear a story of how a kind word has impacted others. The other day, a woman was sharing her story with me. She said she was walking through the grocery store and she noticed a woman who looked sad in the ice cream aisle. So she approached this sad woman and she greeted her and simply said, "Can I help you?" Well, the sad woman shared, she said, "This was my husband's favorite ice cream, and he recently passed last week." You see, the other woman, my friend, she shared compassion. She listened in the aisle. She offered words of kindness, and the two women even shared a prayer together. At the end, that sad woman, she said, "Thank you. Thank you." You see, kindness, it lifted her heart and her countenance and met her in the moment. Another story, a student told me that they felt really good that their youth leader listened to their new story idea. The kind words of that leader was something simple like, "Oh, that sounds like a cool idea. Thanks for sharing that with me." That simple sentence made a big impact on the student that weeks later they were sharing how kind and impactful those simple words were as they shared the creation of their new kind of out there idea. Proverbs 12:25 says, "Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up." As Craig Rochelle said, and I quote again, "Never rob someone of the treasure of an unspoken blessing," end quote. Prayerfully, give it a try today and watch what happens. We'll see you next time.